Stamino, I thought that this was very, very intense and very, very kind of powerful. I loved the kind of strength that they were showing, especially like as like women in gyms, and the kind of almost like there was like a grittiness to it where it was kind of like it was dark. It was very kind of like lots of black and like lots of steel and things like that. And then you have all of these strong, powerful images, and then you're pairing that with a music and a message within the music that absolutely goes not like it's almost like at a like contradictory kind of juxtaposition of you're seeing all these amazing things, but then if you're really paying attention to what the music is saying, you're really paying attention to the even just the sound of the music, especially in the beginning when it starts. It is the visuals that you're seeing and the kind of words that you're hearing, or the message behind the words that you're hearing, are so contrasting, and I really liked that they did that. And the way that they kind of just presented everything, I thought was, like I said at the beginning, was very, very intense. But I think it was powerful. It was powerful to kind of present the message in this way by using such contradicting visuals versus what you were hearing, which I think worked really, really, really well.
This film, Stamino, was an experimental film that, while I didn't completely understand what point they were trying to get across, which I think was maybe purposeful, to me it seemed like at first they were showing the intensity and sweat and heat and intimacy that goes into weightlifting, and the intimacy between weightlifting partners as well, and maybe more of a relationship between partners. And the deep intimacy that's intensity that's captured in the room. And then I'm not sure, but it got very intense and a little bit disturbing with the image sequence and what they were talking about with the pH balance and consuming each other and stuff like that, and with the images they were showing. And overall, I think it was meant to elicit unease in the viewers, as well as capture a lot of intensity and draw viewers in so they can't look away, and it definitely achieves that.
In the film Stamino, what we see is this person who is at the gym trying to better themselves, but then as the experience goes on, we see this really grim sort of outcome and aftermath. And it's just a mere representation of how obsessed with your image are you going to be. When we're introduced to this piece, it's an ASMR experience almost, but it's not a welcoming sort of feeling. It's really good at building that grit and unsettling sort of noise, as if we're hearing the chews of the granola bar that our character is having, and it's almost making it seem like it's grinding teeth almost, and it's giving you that spine tingling feeling, but it's not necessarily feeling good. It's feeling uncomfortable almost, but that's not the only thing that's going to make you uncomfortable in this piece. We get to see this, masses of, whether it's muscle, tumor, or parts of the human body, like encapsulating and grabbing onto like a water bottle that's like spitting out like muck, and then ending with what could be a camera going in someone's body and it literally being on pins and needles is just an eerie thing to watch and experience. I don't know, when I saw that, I felt that as if there were like pin and needles like in my own throat of like, I was very vigilant of the camera and where the camera was going and being like, oh, like, should I, you get very aware of your body in this experience. Things that you're not necessarily thinking about, you're now thinking about.